Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Tarot Talk. I'm Tommy, and I'll be hosting your weekly reading today. Now, we're going to dive right in here with a super quick overview, but I would ask that you stick around for the in depth reading so we can explore that further after we finish this quick read. Okay, we're starting out with Death. Don't let that card scare you. The Three of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. All right. So, Cancer, you've got some changes about. It looks like, first of all, again, death, don't let this card scare you here. It's typically the death of an old idea or an old way of doing things. So, something that you were doing or something around you has recently come to an end. It may have even been a bit abrupt of an ending, may have been one that you weren't expecting. We're going to figure that out in the deeper reading here in just a second. Um, but it looks like that you're already figuring out how to overcome, kind of step beyond this past thing. And that some people have even started looking up to you a little bit in this situation. Back here, and it may be hard to see on these cards, but there's a sun rising between two towers back here, signifying the dawn of a new day. Sorry about that. And there's also this raising of this new flag. So it's kind of like you've had the energy recently that it's, yeah, this chapter closed and I wasn't expecting that chapter to close so suddenly, but I'm going to be moving full steam ahead no matter what. I will find and navigate my way in this new day here. Now, at the same time that you're navigating forward, I'm seeing the Three of Swords here, which is indicating that you're somewhat you're emotionally upset about this beginning. Again, it was something that was so unexpected, this door that kind of slammed shut suddenly. You didn't see it coming. It caught you off guard, and it has hurt you emotionally. All right, these three swords are piercing the heart here, and typically on this card you would see some rain coming from this cloud covered sky. So you're feeling a little bit left out in the rain. You're feeling damaged, you're feeling bruised, but it's important to take away from this card to know that the heart is not broken in here. Okay, so while you may be in a little bit of a painful stretch right now, this is not irreparable damage. This can be repaired. Okay, now you've also got the Four of Pentacles, and this is showing me that you're guarded about something. Now, sometimes because it's pentacles, it can represent money. So he's holding down these two coins with his feet. He's got both arms wrapped around this pentacle, and he's even got this pentacle on his mind. He's thinking about them. So it could mean that you're being guarded financially. If the door that slammed shut was a job that you had, if that job suddenly came to an end, you might literally be feeling guarded about finances. But it could also be that you're just guarded about your feelings right now. So if this was some type of relationship, either platonic or romantic, and it ended recently and unexpectedly, then you might be guarded about how to take the next step in your life moving forward. So let's go ahead and start your deep dive. Also, I'm sorry, I've got a little bit of a cough today. So if you hear me pausing, it's because I'm taking sips of water over here. I apologize in advance for that. Let's see first, Cancer, how are you showing up in this situation? That's what I'd like for Spirit to start us with. How are you showing up in this situation right now? Okay, so you're at the start of a new emotional beginning. Still feeling a little bit of pain from there, but it looks like you're finding a way, or will be finding a way in the very near future to connect with like minded thinkers. Okay, so the old way, symboled by the death card here, the old way of doing things is now gone. You're, again, a little bit bumped and bruised, but you're feeling like, uh, you know that it's time to move on, and you know that in time you are going to feel emotionally fulfilled, right? You're doing what's right. You've got divine support with this bird flying in here. And even though Ace is the card of one, I always kind of resonate with these water droplets that are all sprinkling down and these multiple lily pads here. And I always think to myself, again, like-minded individuals that you're connected with here are going to be in abundance. So it's going to be abundant feelings, positive feelings moving forward, and abundant connections here. So I think there's going to be more than one person that you're going to ultimately connect to out of this. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of your cards ready here. We're going to be doing the Celtic cross spread today, which is going to allow us to look at the past, the present, the future, what your obstacles are, your conscious and subconscious, not in that particular order, but we're going to look at all of those things and we're going to try to determine what an outcome is here. And we're going to try to get some guidance on that. Wow, your obstacle card is jumping out at me there. So that one we really wanted to come out. So as I get your cards ready, please remember this is a general reading. So if it's not resonating with you, please do leave it behind. But also, I would ask that you share this message with somebody that you think might benefit from it. Now, I would also invite you to go ahead and stick around, even if it's not resonating yet, because sometimes a message can come out later in the reading that is meant for you. If you are going to stick around with us today, I would ask that you do me a favor and just tap that subscribe button. Remember, hitting subscribe is completely free. There's no cost to you for that, but it does really help support the channel, helps us grow, and it helps me be able to come back and keep providing these readings to you. With that said, let's continue. So your obstacle, again, second time that you've got the death card here, and we've just started this reading. So it looks like while I was saying back here that you had come to terms with the death card, with this change, maybe you haven't yet. It seems like you might be starting to come to terms with certain parts of it, but it still is, there are some challenging things happening here. Again, this feels like it was a total blindside. I don't think you saw this coming, or maybe even if you did have an inkling that this change was coming, you were almost in denial about it. You know, that you thought, well, I think this might happen, but surely not. They love me too much. They like me too much. Whatever the case is, you didn't really think that was going to transpire, but here it is. And now you're struggling with, okay, I know I need to move forward. I'm being compelled to move forward, but am I going to be moving forward in the correct way? I think is maybe what's coming out of that. So let's keep going. What's going on in your subconscious mind? Let's see what's working behind the scenes. Okay, so you've got the Ace of Swords here. So if you're not consciously aware of it yet, you soon will be. Okay, you might already be. I love the Ace of Swords because it's coming out of nowhere, this new epiphany. It's a very aha moment, like, now I know what I need to do here. It's a divine kind of divine presence that's it literally coming in out of nowhere. There's these mountains here in the distance signifying that there's been some on this journey, there's been some challenges to overcome, there's been trials and tribulations, but you ultimately, the answer lies inside of you of how to proceed here. So you, again, deep down inside, there's something that you already know about how to proceed in this. It's just a matter of when you're going to take action and when that's going to come to the surface. But trust and believe it is coming. Let's take a look at the recent past again. Let's see what kind of brought you to this change here. Okay, so you've got the Eight of Pentacles here. This figure is really kind of a master of their craft here. They're chiseling away at this pentacle here. These are the completed projects that are already done. They're kind of lying all around him, right? There's just like, he's working and working and working, super focused on what he's doing, but it's almost to a point of isolation out here. See this itty bitty town off in the distance, signifying that he's way out here all by himself. He's not really on the team right now. He's not focused on teamwork. He's not focused on family life. He's not focused on happiness and joy. Instead, he's just focused on this one task, just drilling and drilling and drilling away at it. almost incessantly kind of working all hours of the day, not really spending any time at home. And the time he is spending at work, he's again isolated into his own area here. So some of that could have been what led to this situation here. Maybe not focusing on the things that are most important and just staying like tunnel vision, focused on this one thing, when really we should have been kind of finding a nice balance, right, to work on all of the things around us. So let's see what you're conscious of. What are you aware of right now? Now you've got the Empress, okay? So you are aware that even though you might have lost sight of the important things, those are now forefront and center to you. The Empress is a beautiful card. I love the Empress card. Okay, there's all kinds of abundance here. Everything's in bloom. It's all lush and green. There's water. You've got all the elements in this fiery chair that she's sitting on. You've got this heart. Okay, it's a stone heart, so it's like this unbreakable heart here, which I love because if we make room here and we go back to this Three of Hearts, it's kind of representing again that a stone can be dropped, right, but very rarely is it broken. It takes a lot of effort. So you're not broken here. You've got this love, this passion. It's also the card of fertility and giving birth to something new, showing that with the stars on her crown there is divine intervention, there's divine guidance, and there's at minimum divine support. So right now it's like you've learned a bit of a lesson here, all right, and you're trying to figure out how to move forward. But I think you're becoming aware that whatever path you take, you're going to make sure that your heart is at center focus here. See how that's almost at the center of the card, that you're going to be a little bit guarded with your heart because you don't want it to get hurt again. But you also are going to lead with not being in isolation this time. Now you're going to really surround yourself with like-minded people, not these people that are going to turn around and give you this surprise out of nowhere, this shock and awe. You're going to kind of stand your ground and stay in your garden of abundance here. So this is shaping up to be, I think your mind is in the right direction here. You're going the right way. Let's see how this plays out in the near future. Okay, here you've got the Three of Wands. Now, he's looking at the horizon here, and I don't know if you can see these or not, but there's these itty bitty little black, these are ships, okay? And it's in the near future, you're going to be looking at expanding your horizons. This golden glow is always kind of a thought of intuition, deep guided wisdom from within yourself. So you're looking to move on to bigger and better things. You're going to be at a point here very near, and I think it's going to be about the time this aha moment happens here, and you're going to be looking at it with a like profoundly looking into the future here. Like this is something so great that even though this chapter suddenly closed and it bruised your heart, it might have bruised your ego a little bit, but now in the near future, you're going to be looking forward with hopefulness and knowing that this was meant to happen for a reason. Okay, that you were meant to start this new journey over here, and it's going to bring you a life of abundance, and it's going to fill your cup emotionally. Let's see how you see yourself. All right, so you see yourself with the Strength card. That's a great way to see yourself. So if you're going to be exploring something new here, this is definitely a card that you want to see. First of all, again, the bruised heart back here, the slamming shut of a door, you feel very strong about yourself. The only thing to overcome really is don't be so guarded that you're not going to let something new in. Here you've got this figure. She's really taming this lion, right? He's got his tail between his legs, and he's just letting her gently hold her, close his mouth. The journey here is behind her on this one, and she's standing firm, but also kind of she's dominant but gentle approach to this, and I think that's the right path to have. That is mirroring this Empress energy there. So as you start to figure out what this new journey is, knowing that it's going to reveal itself here soon, you know that you have this strength from lessons learned, right? I don't think this figure woke up one morning and said, you know, I think I'll go try to close a lion's mouth today. This was something that she learned how to do over time. She's carrying these skills and this knowledge, this deep-seated knowledge, and again, strength with her, that now you have learned so much from those that you know how to proceed, but you know how to do it in a way that's nurturing to yourself and to others, moving forward in this much, much better path that's going to give you emotional fulfillment here. Okay, let's see what your external forces, external influences are here. You've got the Queen of Swords. Again, a great card to have. The storm is behind her now. She's at the forefront, the precipice of something new. She's got this sword standing here, which typically represents that engaged for battle or ready to take on any challenges that come her way. She's queens. I always see them as very stoic beings in these cards. So you're looking at this from a place of wisdom. If you don't have wisdom yet in the matter, when this epiphany moment comes, you're going to know exactly how to handle that. You are going to be prepared again with your strength and the lessons from the past. Okay, you're going to understand that a queen is meant to be a leader, right? So you're not going to work in this isolation back here and independently anymore. You're going to lead yourself and others. I'm getting a lot of teamwork here is kind of how that's going to be, again, with your like-minded people here. All right. So I would like to take a quick pause real quick to let you know that I'm offering personal readings as well. I've priced them at very affordable rates, so my calendar is filling up quickly, but if you would like to take an even deeper dive into this, please check out the link in the description. Choose the option that works best for you, and I'd be happy to explore this on an even deeper level. Okay, let's see what your hopes and fears are here. You've got the Wheel of Fortune, all right, and that signifies, again, balance, stability with these four fixed zodiacs here. The serpent represents wisdom. Again, the Sphinx represents wisdom. And you've kind of got like this Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of Time here, like time keeps on moving, right? New cycles will come about. I think you're hopeful that your new cycle is going to come soon, and you're being reassured here that it is. So as we're closing out this chapter, you're going to be receiving some divine guidance, again, on what is the proper path forward. And trust that that path is being offered to you because you're ready to tackle it. Again, you've learned from the lessons in the past. I think you're fearful of, will you be able to tackle this next chapter in your life? And again, Spirit's reassuring you that no, we're giving this journey to you. This journey here on your horizon is being given to you because you learn these painful lessons, but that was all to set you up for your next chapter. All right, let's see what the outcome is. You've got the King of Swords. Tons of leadership here. Tons of balance. All right. This King of Swords, again, just like the Queen of Swords, he stands ready for battle, right? He's ready to lead the others into battle. Typically, the king is not the one at the front of the line. I mean, he is, but he's typically leading the charge in that line and not taking it on alone, is what I meant by that. He's got this kind of fiery cloak, so there is going to be some passion in there, but it's also going to be guided by forethought and wisdom. Again, the storm clouds are behind you now. But should a new storm pop up out of nowhere, you're going to be ready to tackle it because of the lessons you've learned. So you're going to be taking a very steadfast and, again, stoic approach to your new chapter. I can't wait to see what this is. I'm really excited for you on this, Cancer. Okay, let's take a look at your shadow card. All right, shadow card here is the Four of Swords. This one kind of spooks some people, but all it's really saying is take a nap and take some rest. Take some time to recharge here. Rest, relaxation. Again, that is your guidance is going to be coming very soon in the near future. Very soon. probably later on this week, you're going to have your aha moment. But in order to do that, you got to take a little bit, just a little bit of time to recover here. Take some small steps, some steps that will reward yourself this week for small accomplishments. Uh, don't try to save the world this week. Just try to work on yourself, being a better you. Meditation and journaling is always one of my favorite go-tos, but definitely make sure that you're taking time to do that. While you've got a little bit of extra time on your hands right now, make sure that you're using that time to look within and to really absorb. Be honest with yourself about anything you should have learned back here, because that's only going to help you get stronger going forward. All right, let's take a look at your Cosmic Wisdom Oracle card here. You've got Gemini. All right. You can be both the student and the teacher, the seeker and the guide, the speaker and the listener. Embrace your duality. You don't have to choose. So again, lining up here, you can be the king and the queen. Okay? You've got the strength, you've got the empress, you've got it all. The Wheel of Fortune can be yours. But right now, take the time to pause and embrace what you've learned. Okay, really look for a deep down, do some soul searching, and then don't get stuck there forever because you don't want to stagnate. But this would be a good week to just reflect. I think this one wanted to jump out. This is your Akashic Records Oracle card. Courageous Heart. Look at all these swords. Courageous Heart. It takes courage to follow your heart, especially when the path is unknown. Your heart knows the way. Trust it and let it lead you to your true destiny. So again, your heart is bruised, but we've been saying it all along here that you are going to lead with your heart in this new chapter. And you're going to do it courageously, because whatever this epiphany moment is, it was meant to be yours. So keep your eyes open, your ears open, keep your heart open. Again, meditating and journaling can help you through that process quite a bit. Okay, Cancer? So I'm looking forward to this new journey. I'm looking forward to meeting with a rested and relaxed Cancer next week that knows this proper step to take forward. All right. Please do, if you haven't already, hit that like button and that subscribe button to help support the channel. Have a great week, and I'll see you next week.